utatoa kuna mali niko na feel na shout on their face. You ghost like a rap video. So let's move on to another industry. Let's talk agriculture. Hey, my farmers.
So this is another industry where now we'll see the farmers themselves getting into technology as well, just trying to see how they can be able to use drones. We're seeing a lot of technology coming up. So it was budding, but now it will blossom. Yep. And now we'll see a lot of funding coming through, and non-governmental organizations and non-profit organizations coming through with these technologies, you know, in order to enable the farmer. Because what will happen with this COVID-19 is that a lot of stuff will be affected. So that's the food industry in regards to the economy. So when you look at the food industry in itself, we really rely heavily on the farmer, and it's the subsistence farmer who comes up with potatoes, tomatoes, the everyday food items that we need. So we'll see a lot of organizations. I see a lot of organizations coming in, coming up with these technologies, the drones, coming up with these technologies to be able to enable them through data to come up with better produce. You get? So it will be a lot of big data-driven kind of technologies and digital platforms that will be made for the farmer. Now, from farm, let's move to plate. Okay? And this is where I'll use a hashtag in a wise manner. Hashtag cut out the middleman. We're seeing a lot of markets being shut down, guys, and this is needed because of the hygiene in regards to when it comes to markets. We'll see less vendors in markets because of also the self-isolation and self-distancing, and so this is going to affect a lot of people. I'm very sensitive to that fact, but this will help us now innovate. For example, there is this company called Fresh Pro Farms. Fresh Pro Farms, I believe, they are just they are able to take the produce from the farm, different farmers, and bring it to our plate through a delivery system. They have an app that you can order different products. Their UX UI is to die for. It's amazing,
beautiful.
Like, it's beautiful, the kind of images that they've used. Shout out to you, Chebet, know you from youth church back in the day. So what they've really been able to do is to be able to help us who cannot be able to go to the market right now, or even before because of time or just bringing convenience and trust, but you are able to shop through the app or web application or mobile app, and you are able now to make payments for your orders, and they were able to deliver. Now, here's the other thing about even trust and bringing just different kind of service to people. Their delivery guy, you guy, my guy.
Yes.
Well articulated, talks very well, service impeccable, handles food very well, is well dressed, clean. The kind of structure they have on their bike that is handling my food, and they deliver it with a basket. Like, it was crazy. And for me, now, these are the kind of solutions that now will be done in regards to the food and farming agribusiness market, and especially looking at it from the end of the plate side, which is us as consumers. So I see a lot of innovation in that regard. I see a lot of people now starting to use the informal e-commerce platform, which for a long time was WhatsApp, which is WhatsApp. And so we're seeing a lot of guys coming into that platform now and informally using WhatsApp groups, using estate groups, chamas, coming in and now starting selling produce. So even you who has a side hustle, kashamba in your shags, you'll have to chomoka at 5 a.m. when curfew starts. You go get your produce, then come back, and through WhatsApp in your estate group start selling your produce. And I see that's the kind of innovation we will have. Like I've said, hashtag cut out the middleman, but it's also going to normalize and put us back to square one for us to be able to develop new ways and innovative ways for us to bring food to people's plates.
Absolutely, and that's basically what he's talking about, is farm to plate. And Twiga Foods have actually perfected this. It's just that the model is a B2B, where they're actually getting produce from the farm, but they're actually servicing the vendor. Then the consumer goes to the particular shop or the retail outlet to get that produce, which is, the quality is good, it's clean, and it's actually worth it in terms of price. It's quite affordable. But now we're looking at different models that can actually create B2C. So you as the business of the farmer, how do you get your produce to the consumer directly without having to use those markets? And I think for the interest of time, we might not go into the details of it, but there's so much you can do. And right now, as George said, what's up? It's happening.
What's up, guys?
It's really happening. So guys, let's talk about retail sector. So this is a huge sector. I mean, our economy is pegged on the retail sector. If you look at what runs cash flow in our economy, one is Pare Pare Nyamakima, Moranga Mafia, we see you. Also also Isili, and all those, let me say, informal markets, Kina, Marikiti, Gikomba, those are the markets that drive our economy. And how, now with this COVID story, I mean, I can only imagine how they're trading, because some of them, of course, lazima waende kazi because they have to fend for their family, and those are people who actually earn wages. But now, looking forward, how are we going to curb this kind of crisis in the retail sector? You guys know very well that developed countries have already come up with e-commerce solutions, and Amazon, for all those who know Amazon, is the perfect example. It's the biggest online retail marketplace. I mean, what can't you get on Amazon? And if you look at the model, it's very different from eBay. So eBay is more of C2C, customer to customer. If I'm selling or flogging something, I can sell it to the market and someone buys. But with Amazon, it's a B2C, where everything that goes through Amazon as a website or a marketplace is actually vetted or verified, or there's quality control. Yeah. So how we, George, let's talk about how can we create systems to leverage on digital systems to leverage on our informal markets or retail markets here.
So first of all, I have to say, I think it's already being done. It may not be in a large scale, but there are a few different let me say e-commerce kind of businesses that have been set up. First off, hats off to Copia Kenya. Copia have been able now to serve mashinani markets where people who have so much come into the city to be able to get their goods and their wares. This is from electronics to household items like basins, buckets, farming items, vitu za agrovet. Yeah, so people were always checking into a bus or a matatu and then coming to the city, buying, putting it back on the bus and matatu and taking it. So Copy has been able to formulate a great model where now through either USSD, or if you have capabilities, you can check onto their app, web app and mobile app, and you can be able to order those items, and then they'll be able to, you pay for them, and then they'll be able to send them to you or to send to your agent. So even if you can't do USSD or the app, there's an agent right there in the mashinani areas, and we saw one agent, remember that they went to Nyeri.
Nyeri.
So in Nyeri, so we went to Nyeri and we were able to see an agent. So you go to the agent and you make your applications, the agent sends the list, and then the stuff is brought to the agent and you collect them there. So big up to people like Copy. And hey guys, the people you're mentioning here, they've not paid us. we are just
these are our thoughts.
We're just giving guys things that are happening, and we're trying to help each other here. So you can comment down in the comment section if there are more people that you know, aside the ones that we've already mentioned. The other guys that we can see who are really coming hard is Jumia. So let me say about Jumia. There's the Jumia food, and then there's the normal Jumia, which is electronics and many other household items. You can even shop in Carrefour through Jumia. I believe Jumia have been able now to listen down to them, to the Monanchi, and they've come up even with Jumia food. They have Bawa, and these are meals from as little as 120 bob all the way to 250 bob, and all you pay for is probably a small fee for delivery. Imagine that, because now in this period it will work well, especially for people who are bachelors, guys who maybe work in construction zones. You're a junior engineer or whatever it is, and you can't be able to carry food every day. You're able now to order such kind of food and it's delivered to you wherever you are. And this is now in the pre-approved areas that Jumia has done, but it's already a start, and big up to them for starting it pre-COVID, coronavirus, BC, before coronavirus. And so that's a huge thing I've seen that is happening in the retail space. So Jumia, there's also Glovo who came in with bam, they came sometime, I think, was it last year or the year before, and they've been able to rise up. We're seeing a lot of riders coming through, Safe Boda in terms of transport, and they have entered the space in regards to now bringing you trust and convenience.
Right.
We're seeing Uber Duthi.
Yep.
We are seeing Bolt Duthi. We are seeing all these people coming up with ways that, and this is from listening and doing their research to the consumer.
Right.
Because now we are a very heavy market relying on Duthis each and every time.
Right.
But you want security in regards to that Duthi. You don't want to go with a Duthi and they rob you. So you want security. You want to be able to be tracked.
Right.
So that comes with the security, and you also want convenience. You don't want to call your Duthi guy, and your Duthi guy is in airport, and then he's telling you, "Niko hapo tu." Hey, you want to be able to go onto an app and do the same. So if I look at the retail space in that regard, even looking at supermarket chain stores, people like Carrefour enabling their business onto the Jumia platform, we had seen Chandarana had already started this, Food Plus had already started this way before, years back, where you could be able to order online and they deliver to you. We've seen also Naivas had already started this way back. Taskies teamed up with Sandy for you to be able to make also your shopping, and then they put it on the Duthis or on the delivery trucks, and it's brought to your home. So we are seeing a lot of changes happening in the retail space, and this goes out to show you the kind of innovations that can be made. This is stuff that we've talked about before, but because of COVID, now it has been fast-tracked and brought forward. And this will affect malls. I've always said that it will affect shopping complexes, because if you've not innovated, it's not wrong for you to have a shop, but you need to innovate. You need to innovate in a sense that someone can be able to holler at you either through text or a call, or can go through a catalog somewhere. Hey, I'm reeling in something here real sweet, and can be able to go through a catalog somewhere, shop, pay for their products, and you can deliver them to wherever they are, bringing convenience. So therefore, in terms of your operations, you'll start thinking and being like, do I really need a shop? Do I need a shop, a physical shop, for me to be able to do business? And so we need to be able to start rethinking these things in the retail space.
Absolutely. And when I'm hearing what George is talking about, logistics seem like such a big part in retail and in the e-commerce model. I mean, for those already in tech, I'll tell you, it's a headache of the e-commerce, but that's where the money is. Now, how do small businesses benefit? Because I can hear it's more about marketplace, but don't worry. As a small business owner, you're just a person who sells maybe hair bands or cosmetic items, or maybe just your fashion items from the house. You're the one who's winning. Let me tell you why. Because already you're seeing what's happening with retail space and office space and mall space. These things they're only becoming emptier by the day. Now for you don't need huge spaces. You can even operate from your bedroom and even have a warehouse somewhere if you have quite a load of
consignment.
Consignment, or goods. But look at it this way. If you're a small business, you can use WhatsApp Business. And why I'm saying WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is WhatsApp. It's WhatsApp, you guys. I mean, the guys who are trading using websites, yes, it's good. But look, we already have some dominant players there. You as a small player, you can really scale yourself by first creating a catalog for yourself. If you don't know how catalogs work, please Google WhatsApp catalogs and set yourself up on those catalogs.
Or you can check out a video that we'll do on a later date.
Absolutely. So then you can have your goods on WhatsApp catalog and share with your groups, because a lot of let me say communication is happening in our groups, in WhatsApp groups. So please take advantage of WhatsApp catalogs for you small, medium enterprises. Now for you large corporates, I can tell you, I think you've tapped into capitalism, because I've seen Nairobi has quickly switched to a consumer economy where now we are embracing Nike, Adidas, KFC, all those brands we used to see in the West. Now I'll be very brutal with this. People really don't care where they go and shop. The question is, are you going to deliver a quality item? So I love Nikes. I know an original Nike shoe. It doesn't matter if it came from Gikomba downtown or it came from that mall, the hub in Karen. All I want is the good, and that's what the consumer cares about.